Hey Pisces, thank you so much for watching Peace Adjacent Tarot. Today I am doing a reading to see what lessons you could be being taught right now that you're missing, that you need to pay attention to so that you can get over this hurdle or ace this test that life is giving you so that you can advance. If you support my channel, just like, comment, share, and subscribe. I am trying to get to 100 subscribers. I know, it may be small to you, but it's big to me, so please support my channel. Let's see. What message is Pisces missing? What lesson is Pisces being taught that they could possibly be missing right now, Spirit? Pisces, you cannot finesse everyone. Some things are karma related. Some things you gotta learn your lesson. Like you may have like a hard head and a soft. Yeah, you could possibly be missing opportunities because you're burning bridges. Like and if this is not the case, it's time for you to cut ties with someone so that you can get an opportunity or so that you can advance. You could be stuck in a mindset of one way of being like, oh, that's just me. But it's time for some spiritual, emotional, cognitive growth. You know, you could be one that is pessimistic. Like you could have been through a lot in life to where it's hard for you to see that things are going to get better or to see how they can get better. You may feel like you have already maxed out as great as you're going to be, or like it's not just going to get any better than what it is right now. But I feel like it's almost like you're stuck in your ways and you're going to have to be a little bit more flexible and more teachable. Because right now it's like you're not teachable. It's like you know everything, and like you could be the one that teaches others a lot, but you're not teachable, and that's not a good thing. Like everybody is teachable, everyone has room for growth, but I feel like you could be a little stubborn to the point where it's just hard to talk to you, or it's hard for others to teach you anything, so it's causing you to be stuck. You could go through a lot of cycles of the same thing over and over and over again to the point where you never really get past a certain point in life or a certain level. It's like you just constantly repeat the same cycles because in your story you're always the hero or you're always the one who knows the most. But what if you let your guard down just a little bit and someone comes along and teaches you something that can get you past that to where you're not going through the same things anymore? Like you're not constantly living with others, or you're not constantly losing your job to where, like, let's say you want to be an entrepreneur. What if people can help you do that and you just have in your mind, I don't need anybody to tell me what to do. I got this. I've been doing it my way. It's good my way. And that's possibly okay. But it feels like you want more. So if you want more, you got to do something different than what you've done before. And what you don't know, if you have others around you that know what you don't know, then it helps you grow. It doesn't make you a lesser person because you don't know that. Nobody knows everything until they study or like put their energy into learning something new. So it may be you don't want to get out of your comfort zone. You could also be like very egotistical, so where you just want to do everything on your own. You don't want anyone to say that they built you or helped you or anything, although people do. A lot of what you have and where you are right now is because of other people, and other people helped you, whether you would like to admit it or not. This is not, and you may also feel like it's always everybody else, but it's not. It's you. It's not outside forces. This has a lot to do with you. But yeah, protection, you are being protected from deceit and from situations that no longer serve you. Lie low for a while and you will be shown the truth. And then many choices is in reverse. So right now you could just be needing to sit still. You could be missing an opportunity. And this is probably why it's the cutting ties. You could be missing an opportunity because it's just not right. It's just not the right time for whatever it is. Whether this is you losing a job or you not being able to make a move like you were planning to, whatever this is, there could be something stopping you. Like if you, like however you make your money, let's just say if your car breaks down in the process, it's protection because maybe you weren't supposed to go where you were heading. There could also be some family issues as well that you need to cut ties with. And this could be the part to where you may need to be flexible. You may have to cut people off that you're close with, like that's in your family or that's closely attached to you in a way. You may be looking for a house or a job or a car or something and you don't have choices right now. And it could be because you're trying to figure it all out on your own. You're not taking other people's advice. Yes. So we have give and take. Be open to giving and receiving to keep the flow of abundance going. Give someone a chance and ask for what your heart desires. And it's in reverse because it's like you're closed off. You're not one to easily take other people's advice. You could also either be an overgiver or an overtaker. But in this situation, I feel like you could possibly be an overtaker because Spirit is telling you that you need to listen, you need to be more teachable. And that typically comes from someone who is like a soldier in their own army, like in a one man army. Those people are typically not givers because they feel like nobody has given them anything, so they're not giving others anything. Like they're not giving a handout because they weren't given a handout, when in fact that's not true. I feel like you have burnt a lot of your bridges and possibly missed out on a lot of blessings because of your attitude towards people and towards life. And what's underneath the deck, what you don't see coming, is investment in reverse. You could be losing out on money. You could be losing a job. You could be losing out on housing. Whatever, like if you have a boss or where other people are in control of your living situation, your attitude stinks. Your attitude stinks, and it's time for an attitude adjustment. We all have room for improvement, so it's not like you're just the worst person in the world. I feel like you could possibly just be really guarded, and maybe you have been hurt a lot, and maybe you need therapy. But the way that you're moving in life is not okay. Like I understand, like we like to say, I don't need nobody, but the truth is, everybody needs somebody. If you want a job, you still need your boss, your supervisor, your coworkers. You have to work with people. Even if you want to be an entrepreneur, you need customers. You need companies to um, buy things from, like suppliers and stuff. Like everybody needs somebody. You cannot walk this life alone. Like even if you want a place to live, you need a landlord. Okay, if you want to buy the house, you need the people at the bank. You need the lenders. You know, you need the seller to be, you know, for them to at least want to do business with you. So there's no such thing as needing nobody. You need somebody, and you don't want to burn the wrong bridges. And I feel like you are. So right now, Spirit is telling you to adjust your attitude. Look at how you're showing up to people, because life keeps showing up to you in the same exact way with different people. Like, it's one thing, it is, life was all peachy and cream until this one person came along. But if you noticing that you're constantly going through shit, but it's different people, different relationships, different jobs, different people, you're the common denominator. And it's time for you to look within yourself before you really hit rock bottom. Because, and again, underneath the deck, we have taken steps. So it's like being stagnant. If you don't check yourself, you think that you hit rock bottom, but you haven't. I feel like what's to come is going to be worse than it's ever been for you. Like, you could end up really worse off than where you are if you do not adjust your attitude now. And Spirit is telling you that this is the test that you're needing to pass right now, even though this has been brought to you multiple times right now. For some reason, the month of August is really needed. Yeah, there could be like child custody cases or something. Um, there could be like police presence or something to where your attitude is going to make or break. Like, it's going to determine how you're handled. And it's not just oh, people don't like me type of deal. It's more so like, will you go to jail? Will you not? Or will you keep your kids or will you not? I feel like your anger needs to be in check. Something about your attitude and your anger this month is really important, Pisces. But that's what I have for you. And I wish you luck on your journey. Whatever has you stressing or pissed off, just let it go. I know that's easier said than done, but if God grants you tomorrow, you don't want your actions today to determine what's going on. Like, you don't, if you're doing bad things, you don't want tomorrow to be based off of that, because it always comes back. There's nothing that you can do today that will never come back. It always comes back. So yeah, just be careful what you put out in the world. And that's what I have for you, Pisces. If any of this resonated with you, or if you know someone that it could have resonated with, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.